Monica Makes It Happen podcast is proudly supported by Goya. If it's Goya, it has to be good. And by JP Morgan Chase, New York's hometown bank for over 225 years.
You're watching the Monica Makes It Happen podcast, and who am I with? The HipHopGamer is here. I can't believe it. I can't believe who comes on our podcast. Every time we had Dionne Warwick.
Wow. That's legendary. You start off with that. Like, that's crazy.
She is pretty fabulous, and we love her. But we love you, HipHopGamer.
Thank you so much.
I've always wanted to have you on the podcast because it gives us more time to talk about your story.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit? Now, we're going to go into the story. We're going to go into what you're doing to help your community, the partnership with JP Morgan Chase. We love JP Morgan Chase.
Thanks.
And then the speed round, which always is a surprise at the end as well.
I can't wait for that either.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Word.
All right, so starting off your story. If someone doesn't know you, I mean, you're everywhere. You're on Hot 97. Where can I find you, first of all?
Oh, man. Like, so if you tune in Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., you can hear me live on the radio, broadcast. So that's crazy. And then also, like, on the YouTube channels, on youtube.com/Hot97, HipHopGamer.
Everything's on YouTube.
Like, everything is
on
there.
YouTube.
Twitch, what I'm saying? Same thing. And but also, I'm also on AMD as well. AMD is the chipset that powers the PlayStation and Xbox and stuff like that. So you can actually see me on AMD's Twitch playing the games and stuff like that too. So yeah, everywhere for real.
And I got to play with you.
Yeah, we got to
really
set that up.
I'm surprisingly good. Which
now the Nintendo Switch 2 just came out. You know what I'm saying? So she talk about Mario Kart. She want that smoke. So I'm like, let's do it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
But on a serious note, I just love to find out what's the why, what makes people tick. And when I first met you, your energy is off the charts. Okay, I walk into an auditorium with kids, and they're all transfixed on you. They're watching you. You're teaching them beautiful things all the time. You're talking to politicians. You're talking to big. Was it Denzel Washington?
Shout out to Denzel Washington, because like, just quick little story with Denzel Washington. So he didn't know much about gaming at all. But I was telling him, like, your peers, like Idris Elba, who I also had on the show as well, like, he's in Cyberpunk 2077 and like other games. Like, this is what the kids want. But not only that, the careers, like, in gaming is next level. So he's, money making Mount Vernon. That's where he's from. You know what I'm saying? So it was an honor to bring the Playmakers program to his school. And now, like, kids get paid $100 an hour to play games, do reports on the games.
Did you say $100 an hour?
Yeah. Like, they get paid $100 an hour to do reports on the games. And the cool thing about it is it's showing the kids early, when they do make money, that like how money works, your value here. If everybody is getting paid but you're not, but yet the only reason why they get paid is because you're there, we need to change that. So I'm the kind of person where I don't complain, I create. That's why you'll never see like,
Ooh, wait, say that again. I do not complain, I create.
Exactly. Because the thing is, what I notice is like,
good. Drop the mic.
Oh yeah, you already know how we do. And it's gonna be a lot of those here, cause like for real, there's a quote I created, and it's called "Character is your currency." And the thing is, the value is always in who you are. That's one of the reasons why I admire you so much. Like, it's an honor to be here. Like, forget the look or the press. It's an honor to talk to you. Like for real. So
thank you.
My thing is,
I feel the same way about you.
Oh, thank you so much. This is lit right here.
There's a lot of love, because you really are creating wealth for so many kids, and that's the way to do it. You got to teach the kids, because no one taught us. I mean,
definitely not.
We just had to learn it on our own, and we're really grateful to JP Morgan Chase for always partnering with the best of the best, and you're the best of the best. That's how I met you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your story before the first commercial. I want to make sure we get in there. You have quite a story. You are from East New York.
Yes, East New York, Brooklyn.
Yeah, and so underneath all of that, you have such great energy. It was a rough childhood. You had a tough childhood. Tell me about that.
So one thing, like, briefly when we was talking off camera, you had asked me about like my mom's. And the thing is, just to let y'all know, I never met my mother. I never knew her. So till like 2 years ago, where I met my mother for the first time, like ever. So what was interesting about that, a lot of people don't know this, but like between like 4th and 7th grade, like those years, I didn't think I was important. Like I didn't have no value for myself. The reason why is because I saw a lot of other kids have their like mother and father, or like just their mother, and I started asking myself, like, how come I ain't got no moms? Like, my grandmother's my grandmother, but where's my moms? So I felt like if my moms didn't want me, I must not be valuable. Like the person that I came out of didn't want me. That's the way I processed that.
Yeah.
So my grandmother became that much more of a rock, like for me.
She sounds fantastic.
Oh my gosh, man.
And she has a nickname too, right?
Yeah, Hip Hop Granny.
She's
yeah, Hip Hop Granny. Yo, shout out to Hip Hop Granny all day. Because my grandmother, she's the one who taught me how to play video games when I was 4 years old. And my grandmother, you know, that's where the talent come from. My grandmother, she played the piano, she drew, she sang. You know what I'm saying?
So
like she did, she did so many things, and she obviously played games. So that part of the story, growing up, especially having that type of energy in the hood, it makes you lash out faster because you feel like that's your defense mechanism. So I ain't gonna front. You know, on my pop's side, it was more on the gangster side, the street side. That's the way, like he, you know,
it's survival.
Yeah,
survival
that was his survival
side.
mechanism. Yeah. So I had both sides. I gravitated more to my grandma, and if I didn't, you would not know me today. Like, I'm keeping this like real.
You're still alive because of your grandma.
Literally.
Is what you're saying. We
so,
love your grandma. Can you talk about the scar that you have on? You have a scar right here.
Yeah.
That scar.
Like, so I'm not sure.
You can't
so right
see
here.
It maybe.
Yeah.
But
So
if
like.
you saw pictures.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know this, but I got electrocuted when I was 1 year old. Like, it was crazy. Like, so that's another reason, like, why the character is your currency thing means a lot to me, because so my brother and my sister, this was the story I was told. Like, my brother and my sister, they was fighting in a room or something like that over a bike or something, and then they went out in the hallway. My grandmother went to go after them. I wound up getting off the bed, and there was like a cord that was loose by the refrigerator, and I bit it, and my lip came off, like the side. So obviously had to go to the hospital and stuff like that. But what's interesting is, at 1 year old, all of this electricity and stuff like that going through my body, and I survived it. This is something where normally you die, like in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So when you like have a moment of clarity and a moment of purpose and a moment of character and value, that shaped my life. And my grandmother, the relationship, that's when I started understanding what love was. That my grandmother was showing me what love was and things of that nature in terms of the time that I spent with her.
Wow.
So now, as a grown man now, I'm in the service business, Monica. Everything that I do is designed to serve. So that's why I'm humbled to be able to. Facts, man.
Amazing. And you know what? I feel like you reframed it too in your mind, because there's some positive, you're such a positive person.
Yeah.
And I think the power of what I'm learning from you, and I learn so much from the people that I talk to, I'm learning from you as we speak. You're never too old to learn, right?
Oh, absolutely. I stay learning all the, well, yeah, I remember, like I'm a journalist as well. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
in
are.
Gaming. So I have to continuously like learn and understand
calling?
things. Oh, that's fire. Shout out to Ash.
Do
you
we
know what I'm
take
saying?
a live phone call?
Yeah, let's take a live phone call. Yeah, do it. Let's do it.
Okay, Ashley, we're doing our podcast.
Yo, we live, Ash. You already know what it is.
We're live. We gotta go. I gotta go. We love you. It's live podcasting, okay? It's live
This is
podcasting.
fire.
But we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I want to talk about what he's doing when it comes to financial literacy and JPMorgan Chase. That's coming back after the break.
Let's get it.
All right, we're back. I can't believe we're with the HipHopGamer. I can't believe it comes on the podcast. I get the biggest guest, Dion Warwick.
Let's go.
HipHopGamer.
Gotta spin the chain for Monica again. Word up.
What's going on? So this is going to drop on Friday. What do you want them to know about this weekend? There's something big
Oh
happening.
my gosh. This weekend is lit. So like, yo, Monica, so this Saturday, June 21st, right? This is the financial gaming tournament. So this is where we take like 4 schools and they're gonna battle against each other. You know what I'm saying? And one of the like situations that I got set up has never happened before. So shout out to Evie, you know what I'm saying, Yvonne Wright, from Denzel Washington's school. She's gonna
Wait, is there a chance Denzel will be sitting on this couch?
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. You know, because him and Spike Lee was filming a movie.
Spike Lee,
and they got some stuff going on. And you know, New York is that home what that movie was being shot at. You never know.
Mackenzie?
Monica makes it happen.
JP
You never know.
JPMorgan Chase is here.
So,
okay.
So with that, we got Denzel Washington School going up against East New York Middle School of Excellence, right? The funny thing about it is, like, Evie's is going up against her husband. You know what I'm saying? Malik. So they're going to battle. So that's going to be bragging rights right there. So, but And then we got high school for classics, and we got Vista Academy, so they all battling.
Oh my
and
God.
the cool thing
So
about
much
it
going
is,
on. I thought I had a lot going on.
like, so the cool thing about it is now that they're making money, Chase came through in the clutch. This partnership is very important and very strong because they use their wealth builders to work with the students so they can understand how to make
smart.
money work for you
So smart.
now that they're making it. So
Yeah.
those teachings is everything.
You gotta make it fun. You gotta make it fun. And you know, I have an app for my son. You know, my son is 11, 12 years old. And you gotta make it fun for them to learn how to
Absolutely.
do things. And that the apps, video
games,
games,
yep,
you get them in there.
Yep.
What's the number one thing you want to tell, let's say, a parent watching or someone about financial literacy? Because you know what? A lot of times they don't know how to start. Would you just say maybe like come to one of your, you know, maybe,
definitely.
or what should they do? What should we do?
With the program that I created, I would suggest parents to be more involved because I actually have something where the parents of the playmakers, that's a part of the
You make the parents part of the
yeah,
programming?
their
That's
their
so
parents is going to
genius.
be part of the
That's
program.
genius, yeah.
So there's something, I'm going to say this on Monica's show. I'm going to say this.
Is this breaking
You know what I'm
news?
saying? So there's something that I'm actively working on right now, and I'm close to getting the deal done. I'm close to getting this deal
Are you
done,
sure you want to
signed
break
and
this
everything.
now? What are
Yes,
you doing? Okay,
yes, we're
all
going to
right,
break
let's
it
do
now.
it. Okay, okay.
So I'm setting it up right now where the parents of the playmakers will have to battle as well, and whoever wins get their rent paid for the year. Yes, get their rent paid for the year.
What just happened? What just?
Yes.
Did you know about this, Mackenzie? Because you know I have a studio audience, and Shelly, you're gonna have to make a guest appearance. I can't believe that.
Yes, that's my goal.
huge.
Because see, the thing is,
Well, hold on, say that one more time. So you're gonna battle the parents. Is that this weekend?
yeah. Oh no, that's not this weekend. What I'm
Okay.
doing, what this weekend is with the kids. But what I'm working on
For this year.
for
You gotta come on my show and do this
when I
one.
do this,
we gotta
yeah,
do that.
because
we gotta tell our viewers about that. That's crazy.
I like to create a scenario where I don't like to do just lip service. I'm about that action. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
so
love you.
I like
I
to
think
create
you're
the
okay.
case studies. So a lot of times the parents may be out of touch because I understand they trying to give the kids what they knew growing up, but we living in a different world and different times. So they got to get with the times to understand what's going to work for their child.
That's right.
So
that's right.
the best way to do that is to get them involved. So what I do now is have the parents play. Now imagine a parent having a rent paid for the year through video games and what they doing with their kids is definitely going to flip that switch and be like, yo, I didn't even know this never happened before, but gaming and technology opened that door. We need to see what this is about, and we need to be more of a student in this situation and listen and learn
Always
so they can get the
learn.
most of where the future is going with AI, tech, and games.
You're amazing. So coming back after this next commercial break, we're going to do a speed round. My favorite thing about the speed round, and of course, how you can get involved. right?
Yes.
All right, that's coming up. All right, we're back with the Hip Hop Gamer.
Yeah.
This is my speed round that I always do. I love to end the show with this. First, your biggest success.
Okay, so my biggest success was giving my life to the Lord. That was my biggest success because I'm not successful without it,
Yeah.
period.
God is
So,
number one.
Absolutely, it's on my chain and everything, my belt, even though I got my belt with me right now today.
Yeah, where's
but
the belt?
Yeah, I bring the belt with me today,
I
my
almost
bad.
didn't recognize
but,
you here.
But my thing
Yeah.
is, that real talk, that really changed everything for me because it made me have the proper gratitude. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was a point in time where I wasn't always like how I am. And I used to take a lot of things for granted. But now I don't.
Can't imagine.
Exactly.
I can't imagine you not being so positive and being. See, that's what's
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. Like I wasn't always like I was always hyper and had full of energy, always had that, but I wasn't always using it the right way. And now that I am, I know the reason why, and that's what I tell everybody. That's my biggest success, just giving my life to the Lord.
I have to say, biggest regret. Do you have a regret?
Oh yes, I do.
You do?
So, oh man, my biggest regret, and I know it's out of my control, so it's kind of like selfishly said, but I wish I became better longer for my grandmother to see me longer, like being who I am today. I kind of feel like I waited too long.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like I waited too long
That
to
was
change
so
my life.
Beautiful.
And now-
how long did you wait? You were how old? You said you transitioned like around 9 or 10
Like-
into your new life. So
I was
it
on
a-
that journey, but to be honest with you, like in 2008, right, that was the first year I went to E3. E3 is like the Super Bowl of the video game industry. Things is really changing.
I'm learning so
Yeah.
much.
And you know, my grandma.
And we got Dan Manarino walking through too. What is going on here,
Oh,
Dan?
shout out to Dan.
Dan Manarino, everybody.
So like with my grandma, like she didn't. By the time I got to like really who I am, you know, 2 years later she was gone. So I felt like,
Oh, she's gone. Oh,
yeah. So
okay,
and 2
she's
years
in
later
heaven.
she was
Oh,
gone.
Lord.
So
Oh,
it was one of those
God.
situations where, at the best of me, she didn't get that much time.
But
when
don't
I
you think
was
she
the best
see?
of me.
I always think that they see us.
Yeah,
Like,
nah, they see us,
I hope
but
they
that's the
see us.
but that's the selfish part.
Yeah.
Me just wanting her right here with
So
me.
how
Like, you know what I
long
mean?
did
So,
you? How long did you have her? You know, during the good times. How long did you have her?
oh
You
man,
remember,
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I had her, you know, a long time, but when I realized all the things that she was trying to teach me and get me to that point, once I got there, I would probably say like the next maybe like 2-3 years and stuff like that. Even when she was sick, because she had pancreatic cancer.
My mom too. Isn't
What-
that
what?
so? We have so much in common. Like with
Yeah.
that.
So-
yeah. How much time do we have? Are we up to 20 almost? Because Joe, my producer's always watching. Almost.
15:32.
Oh, perfect.
Good,
Okay,
good.
good. We still have more time.
Yeah.
So pancreatic cancer, and
Yeah.
my mom too. And then I felt robbed. I felt robbed too.
Yeah, and
I
it was
like,
one of those.
I wanted her, and she didn't get to see any of the Pix 11 stuff. You know, she didn't get to see any.
So
of the
that was
stuff.
that's me like selfishly like wishing she was here, but I understand she is here in a different way. I do. So I understand that.
Wow, that got really sad. But on a positive note, we have Shelly, who is. You want to come in, Shelly? Come on in, Shelly. Shelly. I love Ken's having a conniption. Just watch my coffee over here. I put all the behind the scenes. Just sit
Yeah.
right next to me. Now, obviously, you're not mic'd, but it doesn't matter. And I know I'm going to get in trouble for this. But we have to say the final thing. You are such a success in so
Thank
many
you.
different ways. There's one key thing that you want someone to know about your story. If they know one thing and it made it all happen for you, what would that be?
Wow. So you know what? It's going to be in the framework of an award that I'm about to receive. So
What?
Jerry Lawson, it's the Jerry Lawson Award, and I'm gonna tell you why this is so important. And you know I love my games, you know what I mean? So Jerry Lawson is the engineer that created the Fairchild Channel F system. It was the first gaming system that introduced cartridges. So the fact that it introduced cartridges, it created the industry of gaming that we have today. So Jerry Lawson is the source of the $300 billion industry that we're able to
Did
experience
you say $300
now.
billion?
Oh yeah, it's
industry?
ridiculous right
Did
now.
you say
Wow,
300
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Gaming
Like,
industry.
gaming, yeah, gaming industry is next level. So my thing is, now that we're at this, it's because of him. He's the source on why we have the gaming industry. Now, to be fair and to be clear, the Magnavox Odyssey came out before it, but it just had games built on the system. You couldn't put a game on it. It was just built inside the system. What Jerry Lawson did, created the industry so you could put games in individual cartridges so you could continue to sell them
he's
and
the
grow
guy.
them. He's the
See,
one.
if we Googled
So-
it, we'd find out.
Yeah.
I gotta
so
Google him now.
so to receive an award for someone that's the source of the
Wow.
very tool that I use as a passion to give back, that right there is something that I want people to know, that HipHopGamer is also the source of what we see today in the gaming industry when it comes to the content creation, the hip hop and video games coming together, journalism, all of these things. I'm that source.
Well, I love how much energy he has. Doesn't he have?
Oh my
much-
God.
It's like off the
Oh,
charts.
facts. All
Always
day.
so much energy, and everything he says is so meaningful.
So true. And what is the key with your energy? Like, can I just know what do you eat? What do you eat? Like,
Oh.
what is it? Energy drinks or what is it? Is
No,
it just-
definitely not energy drinks.
I know, I
So you
stopped
know what's so
doing that
funny?
too. I can't
You know
do
what's so funny? Like my sister, a shout out to my sister, Platinum Party Designs, Tracy Williams Johnson. She jokes with me about like having the electricity go through my body when I was 1 year old.
know
So I'm
what?
always
I
hyper.
think there was
But
something to
yeah, there's
that
also something to
story.
that. But you want to know why I'm so hyped?
Why?
Because I lead with love. So my thing is, like, I want everybody to feel like they're a superstar. When you around me, you gonna know you a superstar. You lit. I love you and God bless. And that's what matters to me.
Beautiful is
Facts.
that? And you give that
Facts.
same energy to
Oh,
Monica. You
This is
both
a love
do.
fest. This is a
really
love
is.
fest.
Yeah, and that's what it's
I
supposed to
can't.
be. And that's what I'm trying to change. Like that narrative, like this right here is cool. This right here is fire. This right here could get millions of views as well and all this other stuff. You don't gotta be negative or ignorant to try to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a priceless person. And what I mean by that is I can't be brought. And when you realize that you can't be brought, that's when your value goes up. So thank you for making it happen, Monica.
Oh my God. We
Let's
love
get
you.
it.
We love you.
God bless you, superstar.
You are making it happen. You're making it happen. And
Thank you.
I have a big feeling that you're gonna have your own show. You're gonna, and you know, we're gonna.
I'm looking
Well, I mean, he
forward
already
to
has
it.
his own show,
Yeah,
but
but-
you are amazing.
Well, like I always say, you know, with Monica Makes It Happen and Pix 11 and Shelly, you know this too, Pix 11. This is the place, the only place where you could be number one twice.